guys, what's happening? Today we're looking at Canada, and they are issuing a travel advisory for several Caribbean islands. It's not often that we hear about Canada issuing advisory for islands in the Caribbean. We usually hear that from the United States a lot, but this is what is happening right now. This is a geopolitical war going on. It's a complex situation, and so we have to expect anything. There's some common videos that I'm about to do. We're going to take a look at the rise in fees for visas as well to the UK. This is a new thing that was just announced as well. And also, if you notice that Marco Rubio will be coming to the Caribbean next week, this week, and I hope that the Caribbean nations don't keep their mouth closed and just allow him to dictate everything to them, because this is a time when there's boy, I tell you. But let's get to this business first, and then I'll get back to that one. Let's take a look at the islands. These are the islands: Dominican Republic, Cuba, Bahamas. I'm gonna stick with the three Caribbean islands because this is what is important for these islands and tourists coming to these islands in the Caribbean. First, they're saying that the Bahamas, you can exercise a high degree of caution in the Bahamas due to a high rate of crime, especially in Nassau and Freeport. Nassau, of course, the capital. And they're saying that the Bahamas is a perfect spring vacation for many Canadian travelers, thanks to its warm weather and all of that. But while it's beautiful, they're saying that crime remains a concern, especially in places like Nassau and Freeport, where there are reports of theft, robbery, and even violent attacks have been recorded, sometimes in broad daylight. Petty crimes such as pickpocketing, bag snatching is common in tourist areas, cruise ship terminals, and big marketplace. Thieves often target visitors, withdrawing cash from ATMs, and even hotel safes have been compromised in some cases. During festivals, regattas, holiday periods, crime tends to spike, making it especially important to stay alert. So this is something that they have put out for the Bahamas, and they say officials say women should be particularly cautious as incidents of sexual assault have occurred even at big resorts, and that's a problem for the Bahamas. So Bahamas is on the list for advisory. So if you're traveling to the Bahamas, you need to know that there's an advisory out from Canada for the Bahamas. Dominican Republic, a lot of visitors travel to the Dominican Republic. They're saying that the risk level, you have to exercise a high degree of caution in the Dominican Republic due to crime. Now, the details are that the Dominican Republic is the go-to destination for Canadians, carving warm beaches, vibrant nightlife, but officials say staying alert is essential. All right. Um, Petty theft like pickpocketing, bag snatching happens often, especially in crowded resorts areas as well. More serious crimes, including robbery and assault, have been reported, particularly after dark. Thieves on motorcycles target pedestrians, even reach into cars at red lights. So you got to be careful. And also, the noting that the border with Haiti remains closed, and security near the border areas is unpredictable. So you need to stay safe, keep your valuables secure, avoid isolated areas at night, and choose accommodation with strong security measures. That's what they're saying for Haiti. So you need to advocate for that. Um, Also, the final country is Cuba. More pressure on Cuba, more pressure. And this was updated March 18th. It was just last week. And they said there's a high degree of caution in Cuba due to the shortages of basic necessities, including food, medicine, fuel. And you will ask yourself, who's causing these things, right? I tell you. And they're saying thanks to its white sandy beaches and vibrant culture and dreamy resorts, Cuba is favorite among Canadian tourists. A lot of Canadians go there. However, Cuba's ongoing power outages and fuel shortages can affect everything from transportation to hotel services, and even finding bottled water or medication can be tricky. So they're saying make sure that you pack any supplies that are essential to you if you're heading to Cuba. Also, petty theft is common in tourist areas, and scams, whether it's overpriced taxis or fake tour operators, are something to watch out for. While they're saying that violent crime is rare, burglaries and assaults can happen, and solo female travelers may face harassment as well. So if you're heading to Cuba, they're saying that you should pack essentials, stay in reputable accommodations, and always confirm prices before paying. Now, these are the islands that Canada has issued advisories for. They have updated some of them in this month of March. So, if you're traveling there, this is just to know that Canada's issue advisory for these islands. Remember, guys, like to share and subscribe to this channel for important information as we continue to give you updates on what's taking place across the Caribbean.